I'm currently sick, so if I sound off, that's 100% why. But you guys on my Patreon, by the way, shout out to my Patreon, join it down in the description, it's only $1. They voted that we review Roadblock. It's been a minute since I actually talked about a Transformer. It's been a few days and I feel bad about that, but let's talk about this Takara exclusive, who is a repaint of Scoop. He's absolutely amazing. I love the little ladder details, the fact his head is inside the canopy, and just everything about him. Unfortunately, my Scoop on this guy is loose. In fact, all the tolerances on this guy are actually a little bit worse than Scoop's. I also don't have his Target Master that he was supposed to come with. Scoop came with 2, he came with 1, I have none. That's just how it is here. I do like his poker chip Decepticon symbol, kind of like Transformers RID. For comparison, here he is with Comic-Con Brainstorm, Machine Wars Hoist, Laser Fire, and Shattershock to round it out. So transformation on Roadblock is the exact same as it was on Scoop. He is a very, very simple bot. You can see I actually just started on accident. I do really like that the head ends up back there though. So to get him transformed, you want to untab the chest from the shoulders up here. So just kind of wiggle that free. And then you want to untab the arms from right here, like that. Then you can bring the arms out on these armatures and rotate them back until they slide into position. Close up the chest, take the legs, swing it down, fold out the feet, split the legs, fold out the hands, and if you want to recreate like Cybertronian Spark Armor or whatever that was, Cyberverse Spark Armor, there you go. But if you want him in his actual mode, fold that down across his back, however you see fit. I kind of like it like that. And there you go. You have Transformers Takara Adventure Roadblock in his robot mode. A pretty handsome bot, if I do say so myself. Roadblock's robot mode is fantastic. He looks amazing. Scoop was a really dapper robot, and Roadblock is no slouch either. The head sculpt is identical to that of Scoop, except now he's in Constructicon colors. I really like the way this guy looks with the greeny yellow or the yellowy green and the slick, slightly metallic purple, as well as the green and dark gray accents that pop on this guy. He looks amazing. Scoop was a highly emotive figure, and by extension, Roadblock is too. This mold really does just hold up. It's absolutely fantastic. I also finally figured out how to properly compress the backpack so it only puts a little bracket behind his head but doesn't make the Scoop stand out too much. The articulation on this guy is just spectacular. Getting into almost any pose, he's really only missing ankle tilts and wrist swivels, but even then wrist swivels aren't necessary. For comparison, here he is with Classics Megatron, Titans Return Brainstorm, Laser Fire, and of course Shattershock. Here he is with Generations Hoist, and to round it out, of course, Machine Wars Hoist. I feel like my lighting is off, and I don't know why. It just seems off. Also, I'm still a little sick, so sorry. But yeah, Roadblock. He has pretty good articulation. We covered this guy previously. You might recognize as Scoop. We have done a Scoop review, so if you want to see some more insights on what I think of this mold, when he has his Target Masters, watch the Scoop video, even though this guy only gets one. But articulation, he does have a ball joint at the head, the neck. It still is on that clear plastic, so I am still a little frightened of moving it. Can look pretty far up and down. Shoulders are on ball joints, they're a little looser. The tolerances in general on this guy are a little worse than Scoop. They go in and out. Roll 360 at the bicep, about just shy of 90. Narcissa wrist, and then we can get a waist swivel. Legs on ball joints go about that far, legs on ball joints go about that far, legs on ball joints go about that far. Thigh swivel, knee bend, and then transformation knee bend, so like double knee joint, which is pretty cool, and then no ankles. So pretty standard articulation for about 13 years ago. I think this is from like Thrilling 30, so pretty crazy to think that this guy is that old. But I mean, honestly, it still holds up. It's still a fantastic looking mold, and whether you get it as Roadblock or Scoop, I think both are just fantastic. Love both of these.
All in all, Roadblock is just a stellar figure. He is weird and hard to acquire, being a Takara Adventure exclusive, but as far as Takara Adventure figures, I actually don't think he runs that much of a price tag. He's pretty easy to find and not the worst thing to get, and if you're a fan of Scoop, or you want something different that's kind of a pop out in your collection, Roadblock could be it. He's a pretty good figure, and I love the Constructicon colors on a construction vehicle, especially one that's typically an Autobot. So yeah, if you can find him for cheap, I highly recommend him. Let me know what you guys think about this guy in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.